I always feel like I'm leaving out my committed people. So today we're going to do a um, up in a relationship reading, not singles. So these readings are for if you're in a committed relationship, not like a situationship or like a crush situation. This is, you're with your boo. You guys know you're together. This is a reading for you today. So what's going on in your all's connection? What might be coming for you guys in love? I have 3 piles for you today. We have pile number 1 with the amethyst cluster, pile number 2 with the peach moonstone, and then pile number 3 with the selenite palm stone. So I'll give you a second to decide which pile might be calling to you, and then I will see you at your timestamps, which are down below. Oh, and actually, before we get into readings, I have a beautiful new deck that was donated to the channel by Beck. It is the Fairy Blessing cards by Lucy Cavendish. They are so beautiful. We'll use them in your reading today. But yeah, okay, so now see you at your timestamp. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the amethyst cluster, or maybe you are drawn to the traditional Spanish version of the wider right tarot deck, this is going to be your reading. So what might be coming for you and your boo thing, your partner, in love? I'm not putting a specific timeline on this reading. We're just going to kind of go into it, see what comes out for you. So first I'm going to get a few cards for what is going on right now for you all. We have the 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and then we have the 3 of Cups, and then we have the Lovers. Yeah, 2 more. What's going on right now for you and your partner? Pile number 1, the 3 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups back of deck right now, 6 of Wands. Okay, so for what's going on for you all right now, so this might help you identify if this is your pile or not. So it seems like maybe there's been a little bit of like defensiveness between you and your partner. Just not quite fighting, but just you're not quite seeing eye to eye on how to move forward in your relationship. With the 3 of Wands being here, perhaps one of you all needs to move or change careers. There is a change, a choice that needs to be made about how to move forward, and it's like you all have so much really love and respect for each other. You really want to work this out, and you see your future together with the 4 of Wands being underneath there, but it's kind of like both of you all are just conflicted about how to make this work out. Perhaps for some of you all, there may be a third party involved with the 3 of Cups, but I'm not really getting that feeling for most of you all. For most of you all, I feel like a lot of your friends and families have things to say about how this decision needs to be made. But it's like there is a big major change happening in your life. And both of you all are just like looking at each other like, well, that's not how I want to handle it. Look at this guy's face. Hold on. See if I can get it to... It's like, well, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? And you're like, I feel like anything I'm going to say, you're not going to want to agree with. But it's like you all do love each other and you do want to move forward together. But it's like you don't know how to make this choice together in a way that's going to be, feels like it's going to work out where both of you all are happy with the outcome. It's almost like you all are wanting kind of different things out of the situation. So let's see what's coming for you all. We have the Emperor. And we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. And let's get one more, please. And we have the Three of Swords. I'm going to clarify the Three of Swords. And the Knight of Swords coming out with that. And then the back of the deck is the Queen of Wands. And Judgment underneath her. Okay, so I do get the sense that one of you all is going to take control of this situation and be like, look, we have to make a decision because, like, it's going to feel like maybe too many options are going to be put on the table here in this situation. And it's going to maybe make someone get one of you is going to get a little bit excited about this idea. And the other, like, one of these ideas that seems like it's really, like, seems like a great idea on the surface. And I really feel like you're going to probably be the one who kind of shuts it down. Well, let me say it this way. Whoever's the masculine in the situation, the divine masculine, is going to be the one that's like, look, I know this seems fun. I know it seems exciting. But we really need to go with this stable offer that we have. The one that's going to, it's not the most exciting idea that's on the table here, but it is the one that's going to turn into something that we can do something with. So this is what we're going with. They're really going to put their foot down. And I feel like, yeah, it's like, okay. So right in between, under the Queen of Wands is Judgment, and then is the King of Wands. And, like, they're looking at each other through this thing. So I feel like what's going to happen is this decision is going to be made. And the Divine Feminine is going to be a little disappointed. They're going to feel like the Divine Masculine kind of rushed into this decision and didn't listen to them. And they're going to be a little hurt. But it is going to work out really well, whatever choice was made. And in the long run is going to bring you all together in a much more unified... Sorry, I don't know why my camera did that. In a much more unified connection. Let's see what else we can get for you all for what's coming besides just this situation. What's coming for pile one in their connection with their partner? This seems like a very specific situation. So I don't know how many people will be drawn to this file. Ooh. Okay, we have the Kraken mystery. Okay, I'm going to get a couple oracle cards out and then we'll talk about them. For pile number one, what is coming? Mastery, you've learned the spiritual lesson. And we have Regina, she who instigates. Leadership, provocation, and power. Pile number one, what is coming in their connection? Trust. This situation is calling for you to have trust. Okay, yeah, so definitely in this situation, I feel like this will be hard for the Divine Feminine because it's going to feel like everything's kind of up in the air. And it's a situation that is needing to happen for them to learn this spiritual lesson of trusting their partner more, because maybe the Divine Feminine has always had to fall more into their masculine role, and do all the work, and it's time for them to really let their masculine kind of step up and do some of the leadership and the work in the situation. And this is really a situation where both of you all are learning to trust each other more, trusting each other's instincts, and that's what's going to lead to this deepening union that we saw on the back of the deck here. I'm just going to leave these right here. Maybe. Yeah. To this like deepening union where these counterparts, oh, you can't really see them. There you go. Where these counterparts can come together much more fully. Oh. Okay, so for pile number 1, these are very hard to shuffle, so just bear with me. I somehow got the giant, like a lot of people have the much smaller ones. These are huge. So for pile number 1, oh, okay. Well, I think this one is lovely, so we're going to take it. We're going to make that one yours. All right, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So I do think that this situation, once you all are through the more challenging parts of it, it will deepen your all's affection and your ability to have, especially for some of you all, this might involve moving to a new home, like a new living arrangement. Yeah, okay, so the orphan, the underworld, and then Eros. Yeah, for some of y'all, this definitely involves moving into a new living arrangement, with like transitioning. This underworld energy is all about change and transition, and the orphan is about not having a place. It's kind of like a limbo card and feeling a little bit out of place and out of like just feeling like out of alignment. And I do feel like once you're through these energies, this transition period, you all will have like a deepening true love for each other. Like, not that you don't have one now necessarily, but it will just deepen this feeling of love. What else for pile 1? Number 22, intention. What else for pile 1? Okay. And then we have animals and healing. Back of the deck is truth. Okay. So, yeah, so with this, it's like, with intention and then animals coming out right next to it, it's like there is just this inner, and then healing. There is just like this process that you all are going through as like a couple together, where it's like you all are kind of healing maybe some old wounding that one or both of you all have around trusting the other person. Like, so there's this Toltec teaching in Don Miguel Ruiz's teachings, about how animals are able to fulfill the perfect relationship with us because they don't ever do more than their part. They love us and they expect us to do our part, and they do their part, right? But people, we often fail because we expect other people to take on more, to do more for us, to love us more, or to, provide our happiness, just different things like that. So it's like this journey that you all are going through with this situation is teaching you all how to have firmer intentions in your relationship, and how to both fulfill your own roles and your own needs in the relationship, and to trust your partner to have like your best interests at heart, without like overstepping boundaries with each other, without like making your partner responsible for both of your happiness or both of your failure, or not, like, I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. It's healing how you relate to each other and how you relate to each other's the way each other the way you all see each other, the way you all see each other's actions specifically in a relationship. Like, if you've always been someone who feels like you can't trust your partner to provide adequately, that is what's being healed here. Or you can't trust your partner to make sound financial decisions, that's what's being healed here, right? That kind of thing. Okay, so what might pile one's partner want to tell them about their connection? Okay, I cannot handle any more heartbreak. That might not be like literal like heartbreak. It's just like disappointments or conflict. For some of you, it might not be quite as major as heartbreak. You turn loose heaven within me. Your face haunts me day and night. And that doesn't always mean like haunt as in like a really bad thing. That just might mean they really think about like how the relationship's going. Their actions might be affecting you. I have been watching you from a distance. That now, if you're in a relationship, that might just mean that they're really trying to pay attention to how you're reacting to things, even if they're not fully discussing a situation with you. And so if you feel like they're not like paying attention to the way you think about things, they are. I have had sleepless nights caught between confusion and pain. I do think this situation has caused some anxiety. It might not be quite that intense, but they've definitely been thinking about this situation a lot more than maybe they've let on. And then what I would give to run my fingers through your hair. So it's like there is this desire to just be to kind of let go if there's been stress about this situation, and just be a lot more just have like a romantic evening and not think about any kind of conflict you may have had. And that's what the Three of Cups could mean too. They could just be wanting to have more nights like that where they're wanting to relax with you, have fun. The taste of your presence is something I will never ever be able to forget. Your name is following me everywhere. They do think about you and this and whatever's going on between you all a lot. Whatever this decision is, it's on their mind. Two more here. You feel like the sweetest home I've never known, or I do know you are the sweetest home I know. And then our love can power galaxies. All right, so let's get you some advice cards. And we'll get you a charm bowl for pile one. Okay, so don't take anything personally. Love and respect yourself. You are never responsible for the actions of others, but you are responsible for you. If someone is not treating you with love and respect, it is a gift. If they walk away from you, you may hurt for a while, but your heart will eventually heal. I don't think that's anything about like your partner leaving you, but that's about like if there is an argument and your partner doesn't respond a certain way or they say something hurtful, you're not responsible for something they've said that hurts you, but you are responsible for your part of it, right? So if you just hold yourself to the standards of love and respect, and your partner will do the same, right? They can only follow suit with what you do. That's just that same advice of like, you can only be responsible for your half of the relationship. Pile one. Some advice. Okay. We have a blessing of clear foresight. So for this one, I'm going to use the guidebook because this is still a new deck. So I don't have this one memorized yet. A blessing of clear foresight. The fairy gift of knowing is what of knowing what is likely to come from the dimension we humans call the future. A gift is given this day, friend to you, a blessing of the fairies true. This gift is that of the long vision, the ability to see the consequences of actions taken in the present, and indeed the outcome of decisions of the past. With this blessing of clear foresight, may you be blessed with the ability to see the lasting influence of what it is you choose to do, what you will be granting to the future of this world, to the children, and to the ones who come after. May you understand, therefore, what would be best for you to do, not only for your own self, though it is good and right for you to think of yourself, but of what is best for those you love and for those who come after us all. So yeah, with that one, it's like uh, kind of advice to kind of think ahead. Think about what it is that you're doing before you do it. Like think before you speak kind of advice. Which both of these cards are kind of like, hey, maybe think before you speak. So maybe if you are resonating with this like message of having a little bit of conflict between you and your partner, think a little bit before you get into any kind of arguments that you may possibly be getting into with them, right? About how, like, try and be a little more mindful, right? So we are going to finish up with a little charm bowl here. We'll start with some angel numbers for pile 1. Okay, we have 422. Okay, so if you type in angel number 422 into Google, there are lots of lovely numerologists who are much better than me at it, who have already done the work, and they will give you an extra angel message if you want it, and we'll get you some tiny tarot in the bowl. So we have the Sun, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Wands reversed. So yes, there is a lot of happiness and a renewal in your love coming here. Any of the burdens that you all may have been having in this relationship will definitely be dropping away in the future with these cards. It's just going to take a little bit of work and communication on your all's parts. I'm going to get you all some charms. This part can be a little loud, so mute or take your headphones out, turn your volume down. Right, for pile 1. Okay. So we have an extra 5 coming out. We have the thimble, which is a sign of love and courtship. We have Scorpio in the bowl here. We've got the bananas. The bananas for me are like playfulness. Also like anytime there's fruit, it's like for me that's kind of sexual in nature. The bunny, which is like a sign of not only fertility and like kind of like love making energy, but also like renewal, because bunnies are like a spring time animal for me. Then we have the pink jasper. I can't off the top of my head remember. Oh wait, this one is for clear communication and love, so that's perfect for you guys. We have the worry doll, so there could be a lot of stress or a little bit of stress around this connection. The pink heart, so there still is a lot of affection and love in this connection. One of my false money charms, I have plenty of real money in my charm bowl, so when one of the false coins comes out, that's like, for me, that's an indicator that there could be a lot of stress around money, but it's like misplaced stress about money. Then we have the bands of friendship and affection, so working on building a strong friendship as well. We've got another Scorpio symbol with the butterfly, that's transformation, renewal. And then we have the little frog charm. Frogs are like, what is the frog totem? Hold on just a minute. I'm going to double check that one. Okay, yeah. So they symbolize alertness, readiness, nature's timing. They do have a tendency to croak before it rains, so they are considered like the bringers of rain in Native American folklore. So they can symbolize cleansing and then also fertility. And then also where frogs have a visible change over their lifespan, tadpoles to frogs, they can be symbolic of change or adaptability. Sorry, and then rebirth. So yeah, lots of positive symbols of rebirth and change in this pile here with all the Scorpio and then the frog. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I do hope it resonated for you. If you like the video or you like this reading, feel free to like, share, or subscribe. If you want more from me, I do try and put out more consistent video or readings on my Instagram, which the information is down in the description box below. And I do give away a free 1-question reading once a month to one of my Instagram followers at random. So if you're interested, I would love to have you over there. But if this is where you leave me today, I hope you have a blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thanks. Hello. If you are drawn to pile number 2, which is the peach moonstone, which still smells like peppermint because it came in one of my boxes with some peppermint oil. And yeah, it smells amazing. Peach moonstone does not normally smell like peppermint, just FYI. Sorry, I'm just adjusting on my bed here. I have a cramp. I need a better reading space. That's probably TMI for you guys, pile number 2. But yeah, just bear with me here. Okay, or perhaps you were drawn to the Tarot Nuevo. This is going to be your reading for you and your partner. So first I'm going to get a few cards for what's going on with you all currently in your connection, so you can kind of see if this is the pile that really resonates the most for you. And then we'll get some more cards for what might be coming, and some oracle cards for that too. So, okay, so for pile number 2, what is going on in their connection right now? Please, Spirit, what can you tell me? Pile number 2. Okay. We have the 9 of Swords, the Star, the Moon, the 9 of Pentacles. One more, please. And then Strength. On the back of the deck for this first part is the 8 of Wands. Okay, so for what's going on for you all right now, pile number 2, there's been a little bit of I feel like it's probably on your end, a little bit of anxiety in your head, a little bit of being in your head about this connection, about being your partnership. Perhaps there's been some codependency issues that you all have been working on that have been being healed, or in the past you've had those issues, one or both of you all in relationships, and it's like there's been a fear that your partner would want to be single for some reason. Yeah, like that there might be someone else that they would want to move towards that you're a little bit worried about. Yeah, or a lot bit worried about with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. Like just this concern that like maybe you're just a little bit too needy. Like, not that you are, I'm not saying you are, but like that's like your concern, is that like you're coming off that way, like, and they, or maybe you could flip these energies, and this is how you feel like your partner is thinking. But there's just or even if it's not quite that extreme, it's just there's been a little bit of like too much time together, or feeling like you can't really discuss your feelings very well, and you all need some independence. Um, Whichever way that resonates. Either way, this pile could be for you. So let's see what's coming for you all. Pile number 2. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups, Justice, the 5 of Wands. What's coming for pile number 2, please? And then we have the King of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm in the back of deck is Temperance, and then under that is the Queen of Cups. I'm feeling 2 very distinct energies coming through here. Mid deck, King of Swords. Okay. So for the first set of people, so if you are more resonating with the idea that like you all are just kind of feeling like you're spending a little too much time together, you might be getting a little codependent, or those are issues that you're working on, and you're just wanting to kind of like spend more time on your own, get a little more independent. For those people, it's like you all will be balancing out really well. You're both going to be finding more time to spend with friends and family. Although it might be a little difficult at first for you all, you're going to find a way to balance this out well. It's going to bring a lot of stability into your life. But you all will still be able to hold on to spending time together in a way that makes you both feel quite fulfilled. Now, for some of you, and I feel like this is a lot less of you all, but the ones who are resonating, particularly with feeling like you're the one who feels like you need to be more independent, and your partner is a little clingy, and you can't really be yourself. I feel like now for you, there may be a situation where there is a potential for there to be a third party on your side. And maybe it's not even like a full-blown like romantic entanglement, you know, but just like a new friend that really sparks your interest and you really want to spend time with them. But because you're doing this, it really creates an insecurity, a conflict in your relationship, that makes your partner feel really unfair, like unfairly treated. And it causes a lot of imbalance to come into the relationship, a lot of arguing and a lot of instability, and a lot more. It reinforces some of the negative traits that you were not wanting in the relationship, and it causes you to have to be a little bit more cold or harsh, or vice versa if you're the clingy one. I don't see that the whatever, if that resonates for you, and even if you're the one who feels like you're a little bit more clingy, I can't think of a better word than clingy right now, but like if you're the one who's a little more dependent on your partner, I don't see them as being someone, they're still very invested in the relationship. It's just like they want to kind of go out on their own and hang out with new people. So if you resonate with that and you don't feel in your gut that they're doing anything, with, if this comes to pass and there is like this new third party that comes in, it seems like maybe just be honest about how it's making you feel, but don't like make them feel like they're doing anything wrong or tell them they can't do it, sort of thing. Okay, so yeah, 2 different energies coming through here. So what else is coming for pile number 2? we have balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. Yeah, that was coming through already for both sets of readings. There is some balance needed in this relationship. Dang it. Hold that thought. Okay, and for pile number 2, what else can you tell me? Okay, and we have She Who Persists, Jocelyn, perspective, defiant, persistent. For pile number 2. We have Bigfoot, solitude. Pile number 2. You have give your relationship a chance. This or work on your partnership. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, there is like I know that some of this felt a little not great for, especially for that second energy, if you're resonating more with that. But regardless, like there is a lot of energy, a lot of desire on both people's parts to be in this relationship. It's just like just a little bit more need for their own space, for one or both of you in this relationship, and that's okay. Like it's not like a desire to end the relationship or anything wrong with either one of the people in this relationship. It's more just like needing their own time, to work through what they need to work through. Then we have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. We have the Castle. And then we have Dragon's Lair, number 19. And Justice. Okay. So, yeah, so this is about like feeling, all of these cards are just kind of about feeling like needing like their own space. With the Castle and Dragon Slayer, those cards are both about like needing to have their own kind of energy, their own kind of space and time to sort through, like to feel safe and protected, to sort through, I think, their own emotions, their own feelings, because it seems like one person in this connection, it's just the type of person that needs their own downtime, their own, like, maybe their own physical space and sort through how they're feeling. And then once they do that, it's like they can be very fair and committed in the relationship. It's just like they're not trying to make you feel unfair, or make you feel like they're being unfair, or that they don't care about you. But it's like they're the type of person who just is like, well, I just need this physical space to kind of recalibrate how I'm feeling before I can come and bring it to you so that we can talk about it. Okay, so what might they say to you, pile number 2? Okay. No one lights me up and inspires me the way you do. My love for you goes deep. So deep. You are my everything. So yeah, like they love you so much. It's not about the space they need is not about like how they feel. Let's get a few more. I am battling my demons right now. So yeah, when they need their space, it's not about like not wanting to be around you. It's just maybe they're the person who needs to be. Okay, so sorry. My camera overheated, but okay. So I think I'm battling my demons right now. Yeah. So I feel like this person is just like the type of person who just needs to go to their own space when they just have stress. They're just maybe someone who isolates, and that's something that you'll just have to learn about them in this connection. Is like they just need their own time to work through whatever they need to work through, and then they'll come back. Then I want to travel the world with you. I've got one more from this deck. For pile 2. I guess 2 more. I'm entwined in the thought of finding you one day. Maybe not finding, but like, fully being merged with you one day. And then I know that the fire that burns in you is the same as the fire that burns in me. And from this deck, for pile 2's person, what do they have to say? I have everything you've ever said to me I've taken to heart. For pile 2. So we meet again, my dear friend, through space and across time. We do feel a very deep connection to you. I want to create with you. And there's a lot, so let's just reshuffle those. There we go. I can't bring myself to open up and let you in. Yeah, they're just a private type person, and like it's nothing that they mean to be offensive or anything to do with you. So what's some advice for pile number 2? Okay. So I have practice. Okay, always do your best. Practice makes the master. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. Yeah, so if you are the person who is maybe a little more codependent in this relationship, you can change that habit about you by just over time trying to change it, and it will get easier the longer that you do that. For pile 2, we also have number 10, a blessing of connection. And I'm going to read the guidebook because this one is still new for me. Okay, a blessing of connection, the very gift of interactions with the natural world and with humanity, where we feel we have a true place. This blessing is a fairy gift, that of deep connection and affinity with the world around you. There will soon be a new friendship or contact or being who enters your world and with whom you seem to have a great and natural understanding despite your differences. This can be between 2 people, in a bond crossing cultures, locations, customs, or between animal and human, creating warmth and love and beauty and companionship, or between yourself and the fairy world, allowing you to feel enlivened, strengthened, emboldened, and able to sense all about you their presence. When this takes place, you feel a true part of the planet and the world, and you feel a sense of belonging and being at home. With this blessing, you are very comfortable and at ease. For perhaps the first time in a long time, you are accepted and cared for, heard and truly listened to, and there will be a friendly interactions when this beautiful blessing of the Fae comes to be with you. Enjoy the interactions and the renewed sense of being at home within the world of nature. Okay, so if you were resonating with the first part of the pile, or the first kind of energy that was coming through, where both of you all are kind of seeking a little more independence. I think this is just saying that the right people are going to be coming into your all's life to make you all both feel safe and comfortable doing that, opening up. Now, if you're resonating with the second part, if you are the person seeking like a new kind of companion, I do think that person is coming in. Or if you feel like you're the person who's a little more dependent, perhaps there is also a person who can come in for you as well, if you're open to it, where you can kind of shift your energy into being more in line with being more like that first energy, where you all can both be kind of branching out and meeting new people and kind of expanding your friend circle. So last but not least, we're going to get you a little charm bowl here. So let's get some angel numbers for pile number 2. We have 1, 2, and 6. I am still kind of learning my numerology, but if you type in angel number 126 into Google, there's lots of great numerologists who have already done some pretty good work, and you can get an additional angel message that way. Your additional teeny tarot in the bowl, 3 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So yeah, there is like this desire to expand in the relationship here, but still just kind of holding on for security. But there is something coming in that will help you all move forward, kind of whether you like it or not. So it is good to kind of embrace that change, because if you resist it, you could end up having much more negative impact from it than the positive stuff that wants to come in. So I'm going to get some charms for you, pile number 2. This can be a little loud, so mute, turn your volume down, take your headphones out, whatever you need to do. So pile number 2. Okay. So we have some extra dice coming in. We've got a 1 and a 5. Then we have the no coin coming out for you. We have a key, so that's solutions being available to you, the key to someone's heart. We just have Taurus. We've got the snake. This is about renewal, change, transformation, shedding old habits. This is also Scorpio energy. We have the Foxy Negroni charm. This is foxes are kind of mischievous, trickster energy, but also with the Negroni, there is like a classicness about it, an elegance to this energy. Also, there's a tie to Italy. Then we also have my false coin coming through. This came through for pile 1 in their charm bowl as well. So this can mean that there could be some financial concerns on the table, but I have lots of real money in my charm box. So whenever the false coin comes out, it's like somebody's putting an incorrect proportion of stress or importance on money in the relationship right now, that could be causing some additional problems. So that is what I have for you all, pile number 2. I do hope it resonates, or that you all got some value out of this reading today. Remember, only take the parts that resonate for you. Don't let the rest take from you. I like that saying. I think the Hermit Tarot says that. If you liked my readings, feel free to like, share, or subscribe. I'd love to have you around here. If you'd like more daily content, and you can subscribe to my Instagram channel. The information is down in the description box below. I do try and put more regular content up there, and I do give away a free 1-question reading once a month to one of my followers at random over there. I would love to have you. But if this is where you leave me, I thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you. Hello, everyone who chose pile number 3, or the Selenite Palm Stone. You may have been drawn to the Shadowscape Tarot. This is going to be your reading. So first we're going to get some cards to see where you are currently in your relationship with each other. where your partnership's at right now, so you can see if maybe this is the pile for you, if you're resonating with it, or if you might want to go and check out one of the other piles instead. And then we're going to see what might be coming for you in the near future. I'm not really putting a specific timeline on it, so I'm just saying like the future. But generally not too far out. Okay, pile number 3. What is going on currently in pile number 3's connection with their partner? Pile number 3, please. What's going on in their connection? We have the 6 of Cups. Great start. Pile number 3. And then we have the World. We have the King of Cups. And we have the 5 of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Okay, your back of deck energy is Judgment. Okay, so I feel like this is, in this connection, you all just feel like you were made for each other. This is a very beautiful, deep connection. You really felt like you kind of completed something for the other person in your life. You all feel like you have a solid connection. You've got strong, deep feelings for each other. You don't really feel like you have to talk about it. You just kind of know that you all were meant to be together. But there is some conflict over where you all are at in your like level of commitment. Perhaps one of you all like cares a lot more about whether you're married or dating or what the title of the relationship is than the other one, or there is some issue around the stability of the relationship and how it's progressing. If not like over like what it's called or like the level of commitment, then about like whether or not you all are moved in together or in the right house, or both pulling your equal weight in the relationship. It's not a huge conflict because it's not like a lot of negative cards. It's just a little bit of a minor conflict over whether or not you all are both on the same page. And the 9 of Swords is in your mid-deck energy here. It's just like one of you, probably you, is a little bit anxious about like whether or not this connection is all like, because you all just feel like you understand each other so well. It's like, it's almost like sometimes things get brushed under the rug because you're like, oh no, they totally get it, or they feel that way about you. And it's like, no, you're not getting it though, because we do need to talk about this, right? So let's see what's coming. And that could be switched. It could be your partner who feels that way. But what's coming for pile number 3 in this connection? We have the 10 of Cups. What is coming? Ooh, okay. That's a lot. We will take them. Okay. Back of deck is the Ace of Wands. I'll just go ahead and show you that. So I'm going to set it to the side. Then we have the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the Emperor, the 5 of Swords, the Tower, and the Knight of Pentacles. And then underneath the Ace of Pentacles is the 9 of Cups and the Magician and the Ace of Swords. And I do want to go ahead and pull all of this because we're going to talk about them. Okay. All right. I'm going to move. You all got a lot more cards than all the other piles. So don't tell anybody. And if you watched all the piles, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, what's coming for you guys? All right, so you all are very happy here with the Ten of Swords, but it's like there is some anxiety created by one of you all about losing the other person, but it is with the Eight of Swords all in your head. Because the Eight of Swords it's about being really anxious and upset about something, but it's something we create on our own, right? It's not something that's based in any real logic or reason to feel that way. We just are feeling that way, right? And there's been nothing to make us feel that way. And it's all about feeling like you're gonna be left behind because of some choice this person makes, because things are not progressing as quickly as you would like, and so it makes you feel like they're holding something back from you, that there is something with the Seven of Swords that they're not telling you. But it's not that. They're just someone who doesn't like to make decisions until they have everything figured out in their head, until they have all of their ducks in a row. They feel like they have all their answers, because if they don't do that, they feel like they're running into conflict and chaos, because it feels like the masculine in this situation in the past has learned that if you make a decision without feeling like you're secure, like if you rush into something, then it just leads to more problems. So they want to have almost too much information before they make a choice. But they are progressing, the masculine, because they go from the Page to the Knight of Pentacles. It's just that's a very slow moving energy, but it is a very secure energy, Pentacles. The Pentacles is the slowest moving energy, but when that energy gets there, it's stable. It's going to stay, right? Because this person in this connection with you, there is a lot of beautiful passion and truth and a desire to manifest like all of your dreams perfectly. Because of that desire, it's like they put a lot of pressure on them to make all the right decisions, you know. And well, in the mid deck is the Four of Wands. It's like they want you all to have this happy home forever, so they don't want to bring forth anything too soon and have that dream of that happiness get washed away because they brought forward something that wasn't, you know, just right for you guys' future. So pile 3, what else do we have? Yeah, that's definitely go slow. Take time to get to know each other. Yeah, they just are slow moving. They're just a slower moving person. It's not that there's so much love in this pile, so that's not the problem. And then She Who Calms, Jenna, stillness, purity, quiet. And I feel like you probably know that. I think this pile knows that there is this pure love connection that you all have because you can feel it. It's maybe just because it's taking so long, you're like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you don't feel what I feel. But it's there. Don't doubt that feeling. If you were doubting, you may not have been, but if you get to that point, because it seems like there might be some mental conflict coming, don't doubt it. It's just if they're moving slow, it's only because they're wanting to make sure they make all the right steps. Pile 3. Cerberus, duty. Yeah. So this is a person, the person you're in a connection with, they take things very seriously when it comes to family and commitment and love and their partner. Oh, yes. Okay. Wedding. The situation involves marriage. If not marriage, higher commitment that's leading to this down the road. This is how they see this connection going. Pile 3. Pile 3. Okay, that's quite a few, but we'll take them for you, pile 3. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Yeah, I feel like your person is kind of gearing up to start a new chapter in life with you. Whether it's actual marriage or not, or just a new, we have the Starborn coming out, a new like phase, a new like evolution, a new upgrade in your all's relationship. Like, this is something beautiful and special to them with the Starborn card. This is like something that they just feel like they would never experience this type of connection with anybody else. What you all have is just something that feels so much more. Yeah, 30, making a choice. They are still just trying to figure out the exact right way to work this out, because new beginnings and then forgiveness. I feel like with that forgiveness card, they just want to make sure that the way that they progress forward with you is in a way that they don't want to hurt you or make any mistakes where they would have to ask for forgiveness. Because I feel like they just like have so much like a love for you and care and concern, and they are kind of a serious person, even if they don't present that way outwardly. I feel like deep down in their like internal thoughts and the way that they think about commitment and love in the future, they are a very serious person and they want to do it right. So let's get I think let's do message cards. Okay, what would they say to you, pile 3? How do they feel about you? What do they want to say? Okay. I would just hurt you more right now. I need to be alone. I don't know if they want to be like quite alone, but like I do think that they worry a lot about like making decisions in a way that they're not gonna, like I've been saying that the whole time, they just don't want to do anything that could hurt you, so they think about things a lot. And then you are the song in my heart. And number 3. Take these two. You are my muse. I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. One more from this deck. Pile 3. You are my dream come true. I'm shocked at your existence. For pile 3, what did your person say? I can't face you right now. The intensity between us scares me. Yeah, so maybe they psych themselves out sometimes when they think about how much of a future they do want with you, and they kind of like pull back a little bit to think about it and kind of get things under control. If they go a little silent or can't talk about their feelings, it could be that they're just a little scared about like how much they feel. My entire being and body is attracted to you. I could listen to your voice for days on end. Get one more. Oh, we'll get 2 more. You are my rose, and things aren't always as they seem. Yeah, so if sometimes, you know, if they're being silent or seem a little distant, it's not because they are wanting to pull away from you, or, you know, like if they're going a little slow, it's not because they're trying to drag their feet. They're just trying to do things right. So let's get you some advice, pile 3. Let's get some. Okay. Right there. We have always do your best. Do your best because you want to. You do your best when you are enjoying the action or doing it in a way that will not have negative repercussions for you or for you. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. Not because you are trying to please the judge, and not because you are trying to please other people. Yeah, so I feel like the best way for you to move forward in this relationship is just to handle your end of the relationship the best way you can, and do the things that are best for you in the relationship, and not in like a selfish way where you're like, screw you, partner, but like in a way where you're like, how will I feel fulfilled so I can be a good partner for my partner, and not be so stressed about like, I need to do this to be the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife or whatever, how, take care of your needs, and let your partner take care of their needs, so that you all can just come together as two whole people, right? And then we have 26 blessings, or the blessings of the mothers. And then I need to get the guidebook because this is my new deck and I'm not familiar with all of the cards in this deck yet. Or number 26. Okay. The blessings of the mothers. The fairy gift of a time of unexpected gifts and wonderful synchronicities. When this blessing comes to you, friend, you receive the blessing of the mothers, the ancient fairy beings of the land known today as Wales. With this blessing comes recognition for your own kindness and generosity, and so now you will find yourself blessed with the unexpected gift. The old tales tell us that the mothers will reward those who are kind and caring, especially those who care for the land and for the animals. And so to you they are sending a boon, a gift of a treasure found in a hidden place, a warm cloak on a cold day offered by a stranger, money readily coming to you in a strange and lovely ways, and an ease of suffering in an area you thought held no hope. The blessings of the mothers are unpredictable, as they will see your own life and what will bring you to, and they will bring to you what your soul most needs to feel solace and blessings. If you have felt like there has been a run of bad luck, this will now lift and transform into an effortless flow of all that is good. Every small kindness you have offered others will now flow back to you, and in mysterious ways. You will now see what was once done out of simple goodness is now returning to you threefold. For the fairies see you, know you, and acknowledge your heart, and the mothers are now with you to bring you the Beneth Yi Mamu, the gifts of the mothers. So when they appear, give thanks, and know that nothing goes forgotten and unseen in the realm of the enchanted ones. Blessings, and may the gifts of the mothers bring you comfort and goodness, friend. Yeah, so, let me get a sip of my tea here. I do feel like, something unexpected is coming your way. Particularly a gift. If not a tangible physical gift, like a gift in this relationship, a renewal of some kind. And so just continue to be like yourself, be kind, be gracious, be loving and forgiving in your partnership, and you will see like everything you invest in it. Oh my gosh, my tripod return to you, in your connection. Okay, so now we're going to get you a charm bowl to finish up this reading. So first we're going to get some angel numbers. For pile number 3, we have 3, 1, 5. I am not a great numerologist, but there are some lovely ones on Google. If you type in angel number 315, you can get an additional angel message with those numbers, or they may just mean something to you as is. So your additional tarot are the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. So it's like There may be some anxiety about whether or not you all will get to a point where you have an equal give and take in your home life, building like this future together. It will happen. It is coming. This anxiety is something that you're just doing to yourself. It, like, worrying about it's not going to help it progress. So just try and let that go, because it is coming, and the more you can release it to the universe, the faster you can bring it into your life. I'm going to get you some more charms. This part can be a little loud, so headphones out, mute, volume down, whatever you need to do. So let me go ahead and get those for pile number 3. What other charms can you? Okay. So we have another 3 coming out. We also have, oh, I turned it, but it was the number 90. We have the big mermaid, which is like a big calling, a siren's calling, something that is irresistible, magnetic, seductive, just something that is like everything you wanted. The Foxy Negroni charm. So foxes are like a trickster energy. They present something to you, and like sometimes the way it presents is not the way you thought it was going to be, and you don't always like, sometimes you can end up like, how do I want to say this? You end up making a weird choice or making the wrong choice because you think you're making the right choice, because it's like, with trickster energy, it's like, it's kind of the same as this, like, things are not always as they seem card. Like, you know, it's like, just because it seems like something is like not going right, that doesn't always mean that that's the case. But also with this Negroni, it's like, this is a very classic drink. It's a very elegant drink. It also has ties to Italy, so those could all be things for you. Let's see, what else do we have? We have the Pisces charm, this one. When this big Pisces charm comes out for me, this is about like having a lot of big emotions, being kind of in overdrive. We have the Year of the Tiger charm coming out. You or your person could have been born in that year. You all could just have traits of the Year of the Tiger, which are people who can be sensitive, emotional, capable of very great love, but they can also get a little carried away or be overly stubborn when they think they're right. They can be a little bit of a hothead, or rebellious. So those are just some traits that could be associated with you, your person, or your connection. We have the little disco dotted ball. This one is about like fun and joy and playfulness. We have the higher commitment ring coming out. I have, so in my charm ball, I have 4 different rings. There's a false commitment one, a baby commitment, a mid commitment, and then like the highest commitment. This is my highest commitment ring, so that's like a very auspicious commitment ring for me. If that one comes out, I'm like, ooh, they really want to commit to you. And then I always pull a Melodies charm when I get that big mermaid charm, so let's get one of those for you all. Okay, we have Perseverance, Stay the Course. All right. Okay, so that is what I have for you all, pile number 3. I hope that it resonated or you got something useful out of it. Remember, if it didn't resonate, just take what did and leave the rest. If you liked the video, please feel free to like, share, comment, or subscribe. I would love to have you here on the channel, or if you want more smaller, consistent readings from me, pop on over to my Instagram. The information's down in the description box. I do put out generally more consistent readings over there. And if you follow me over on Instagram, once a month I give away a free 1-question reading to one of my followers at random. I would love to have you there as well. But if you're not interested, that's totally fine. And if this is where you leave me, this is where you leave me. I hope you have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much.